Morning guys, welcome back to Steve's United Talk. Back in the van this morning, out on a job. Still recovering a little bit with a hip, but with a rib, but surviving. But yeah, let's get straight into it. It's going to be a quick video today. So we've got a couple of things. Firstly, John Humble, one of the kit managers, sadly passed away. So I thought let's go to him and his family. I've read a little bit about it, but obviously don't want to get too much into it. Like I say, kind of a sad thing. So I believe he was first team kit manager for a while, or part of the staff, and then went into women's football. He left United this season, but he's just had a little period of being poorly, bless him. So yeah, my thoughts go out to his family, as I suppose everybody's does. So yeah, just quickly moving on to the news today. Just a couple of bits of news that I'd like to talk about, and one, I don't know if you can hear the rain, so I apologise about that. But yeah, one is we've got a couple of midfield replacements, obviously looking to come in. The one that we spoke about yesterday, Stiller, about £45 million, €50 million, something like that. I think that'll probably be more likely a summer transfer if it goes ahead. And also now Conor Gallagher's been thrown into the mix for a Mainoo replacement. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think at United we should be trying to keep our youth, not get rid of him. Especially fighting for Champions League football, you need them youth players to... obviously you need 6 registered youth players, don't you, to train at the club before 21 for 3 years. So... yeah, so that's a bit worrying. But Conor Gallagher, I mean, I like him as a player. I'm not sure he's the answer. And I think a lot of players are being thrown into the hat at the moment. And it's a little bit worrying when, you know, when United seem to win, we seem to get all these players just thrown at us. So we've had, the kid from Porto, we've had Job, Conor Gallagher, Stiller. I'm just trying to think now. There's been so many players thrown into the mix for that midfield area, and then they're trying to look at maybe redoing Casemiro's contract, which I don't think will happen. I think he'll get equal pay, if not more, by going abroad. So, yeah, so it's a bit of a tricky one. I mean, I like Conor Gallagher, like I say. I'm probably more inclined to say let's hold out for Stiller, because I think Stiller will be far cheaper than Conor Gallagher. He's an English player into Gallagher, so he'll have English tax on. Where if we can get someone like Stiller that's a young player, performing well, seems to be, you know, he's just the right position that we need. Why won't we go ahead with that? But yeah, I think a lot of it's speculation, and obviously January's always a tricky time for United to sign anybody. But we might also look at the perspective of Rashford definitely probably go in, Højlund's probably go in. So how about we spend that money in January, knowing that we're going to get it back in June, July anyway. So that's how it could be being played out, and probably more likely will be being played out. But I don't want to sacrifice Mainoo for any other player when he's a young youth prospect. We're going to need him in the midfield regardless. Like, it's frustrating me a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, that's my thoughts this morning, really. Obviously there's a couple of other little bits, like, you know, a couple of rumours on the takeover, but it's all rumours and speculation this morning, really. So I think the big thing is the Brighton game and how we set up for the Brighton game. You know, the undroppable players, let's say. What players do you think should stick? Obviously, I think Hamad should stick. Cunha is a baller, so yeah, I think maybe stick with him where he's playing. He was unbelievable in the game. And Boué, again, brilliant. I'm thinking you've got to replace Delo on the left. But I think Martinez is looking good for coming back. So that'll be a massive boost to us, won't it? I mean, absolutely. I can't wait for him to come back. He's the heart and soul of Manchester United when he's back. He's got a heart of a lion and the tackle of a bear. Like, it's amazing. So I'm just thinking, midfield, Casemiro's been on form just lately. We just need to, I think if we win 3 games now, if we can, that'll be the first time since February last year that we've won 3 games for a Manchester United team. That's nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. But we broke that back. We've got the back-to-back wins, and it was against a difficult team. Obviously, Sunderland not so much, but Sunderland are on form, so let's not knock them, really. We did well to get a victory there. Did well to get a victory out of Liverpool. And now on to Brighton. And obviously, if we can keep a little bit of momentum, it'll just build a bit of confidence in the players, a little spring in the step, and just show, that we can do it. But are we going to do it at the expense of a new tactical formation? Well, not really formation, but new tactical plan, like where we're playing the long ball. Are we going to carry that on? Is that where Amarin's going to say, right, this is how we play football now? As in a counter-attacking second ball football, which is how Ollie kind of did it, wasn't it, on a counter-attack. So, and to be fair, I love all this pass malarkey. I think it looks elegant, but, I think teams like Liverpool over the years have showed that counter-attacking, or Real Madrid, counter-attacking, it's still got its heart in there. Turned Man City over God knows how many times. A lot of teams struggle against counter-attacking, including Man United against these so-called lower down the table teams that seem to turn us over. So bit. I don't want to get too excited, but I am excited because we've won 2 on the bounce. I'm just hoping that we get a bit of momentum now. So, I'm just on the fence a little bit, trying to ease expectations. We've had a lot of ups and downs over the years, haven't we? So, I bet it's a difficult choice for Amarin, I bet. And we've nearly got a full squad, which is a massive bonus. I don't want to get overhyped too much. But I do think this could be a bit of a deal breaker or maker for the team, because if we lose against Brighton, I think it'll scuff our momentum a little bit. So it is important to keep going. But we've got a run of games now. We've played some of all the top teams pretty much. We've got a run of games coming up now that we've got a good chance of getting a good amount of victories out of, or at least bringing some points away. So exciting times. It's just how we strengthen the team going forward that worries me as Man United. I mean, also just changing the subject a little bit, we saw a little bit, or seen an article on the new stadium that's changed quite a bit, so I'll probably do a little bit of a report on that when we get a bit more confirmation properly. It's changed quite a bit since the original outlay that came out. So we're just mosey on, guys. Keep playing our football, hopefully. If this long ball counter-attacking works, then why not? I'm game for that until we can get some consolidation in the players that Amarin wants, how Amarin wants to play. I'm happy with having 33% possession, but catching them on the counter and scoring goals. Still scoring goals. Our goal for and against is miles better now than it was last season, so we're getting there. And then obviously, the Semenyo thing yesterday. The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I'd love him in January or February, in the summer. But actually, can we spend that money better on the midfield? If we're, if Casemiro is going to leave, potentially Bruno could leave. Are we then going to use that money with the 200 mil that we've got to spend, that we usually have to spend? We're going to bolster the midfield with a couple of defensive-minded midfield players that can play there. It's a tricky one. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on that, because obviously you've got the likes of Anderson and Wharton, and this is what I mean, like we've probably linked 10 players already, and we're nowhere near January yet, and a lot of these players aren't going to leave in January, are they? So yeah, it's a bit of a wild ride at the minute for our midfield. And obviously the Hendrick loan coming possibly January. I can see that happening. But it's just getting him in the team, like I said yesterday. Like, it's a tricky one. But yeah, so I'll leave it there for today, guys. Not massive amount of news really to report on. It's just, getting ready. Everybody looks fit and healthy for the Brighton game. So exciting times. So I'm going to get back on with my work now. Yeah, do like and subscribe, please. I'll edit this and get this up as soon as possible. But yeah, love you all. Take care.